This is YouTube Rumble film update for May 19, 2025. Go to my first update and I'll tell you why. There's a huge time lapse. My other computer crashed and all my data is on that. Hopefully I can get that fixed. Let's see. This is a sort of an odd, out of the way update. First, all my updates are now on my website, considering I was banned from TikTok. All my podcasts, all my updates are on my website and listed, which is listed in the description area. I've noticed a lot of people are doing reactions on films. Okay, I'm going to use only 3 films, mainly to cut everything on one crammed area. This is going to be an update for a critic reaction for Rocky. Okay, a lot of you people who are totally blind to the history of the storyline of Rocky. Those of you who have been doing the update, the reactions, are seriously distracted and misinformed. Okay? Sylvester Stallone is an actor. He is the writer of the whole entire storyline. To all of you who are tagged in the description area, get an education. And I don't mean that in a degrading way. I mean that in a literal way. Get an education. Okay? For a guy who writes the storyline of the whole entire series, you cannot get hit by a car and live through it. Drago hits equal to a car in Rocky 4. I'm finding it highly coincidental that he gets beat by Apollo. Both of them can't even stand in the second one. He mysteriously beats Mr. T. Apollo gets killed by Drago, who I admire. I admire Drago because of his physical capability. Because it's going to take someone like him to beat terrorists who break into your home. Okay, you're going to sit here and tell me that Apollo gets killed with severe Parkinson's. He dies from it. And then you're going to sit there and tell me that you're living through car hits for half an hour? Really? Second of all, the movie was based during the USSR period when Gorbachev was a communist. He's dead now. He passed. Okay? The movie is centered and written purposely during the Gorbachev era. He's purposely trying to convince you that Russia was a bastard country. Russia is not a bad place. It was just going through hard times with self-serving jackasses. Yes, I admire Drago. Yes, I admire his wife. Yes, I admire his trainers because they pushed him. Second of all, to those of you who commented who don't know, those machines were past tense used in the 80s and until the mid 90s, and they were banned because they pushed the body too hard. Okay. Third of all, okay, his wife can be misinterpreted. Yes, the storyline was based during an era of communism, but it does not make the Russians bad people. You cannot sit here and legitimate tell me that he went through a half an hour's worth of a beating and did not die from it. Sorry, doesn't work that way. That is YouTube Rumble film update for the Rocky series, which he does not admit that he has Parkinson's until the 8th sequel. Now all of a sudden is going into the MMA. Grow up. The movie sequels are getting boring.